Hi, I'm active, and I like to be clear and direct.
Hi, I'm passive, and I like to be polite and formal.
Nice to meet you, passive. But I have a question for you.
Sure, what is it?
Why do you always use the passive voice? It's so long and boring.
Well, I use the passive voice for a reason. Sometimes it's more appropriate or polite to use the passive voice.
Like when?
Like when I don't want to blame someone for something. For example, instead of saying, "You broke the window," I can say, "The window was broken."
But that's so vague. Who broke the window?
That's not important. The important thing is that the window is broken.
But what if you want to say who broke the window?
Then I can use by and the agent at the end of the sentence, like, "The window was broken by you."
But that's so awkward. Why don't you just use the active voice?
Because sometimes the agent is not relevant or known. For example, instead of saying, "Someone stole my bike," I can say, "My bike was stolen."
But that's so sad. Who stole your bike?
I don't know. That's why I use the passive voice.
But what if you want to find out who stole your bike?
Then I can ask for help, like, "Can you help me find who stole my bike?"
But that's so passive. Why don't you just use the active voice?
Because sometimes the passive voice is more polite or formal. For example, instead of saying, "I invite you to my party," I can say, "You are invited to my party." But that's so impersonal. Who invites me to your party?
I do. That's why I use the passive voice.
But what if you want to show that you are the one who invites me to your party?
Then I can use a personal pronoun, like, "You are invited to my party by me."
But that's so redundant. Why don't you just use the active voice?
Because sometimes the active voice is too simple and plain. For example, instead of saying, "I love you," I can say, "You are loved by me."
But that's so beautiful. Who loves me?
I do. That's why I use both voices.
You do. Well, then I love you too.
You do. Well, then you are loved by me too.